So, hello all, and welcome to this series of fan engagement motivation, where we are talking to some passionate IPL fans and trying to understand that what are the factors that motivate them to follow a specific franchise very passionately. So, in this series today, we have Vaibhav with us. So, Vaibhav has a very interesting story. So, he has been a keen follower of Kings 11 Punjab, but recently he shifted to Delhi Capitals. But today we will be talking about his journey as a Kings 11 Punjab fan. And we are not talking about Punjab Kings. We will be only discussing the Kings 11 Punjab aspect.
Yep.
So, Vaibhav, first of all, welcome to this show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Deep, for having me. And first of all, I've seen all your videos, and if the people who are watching it haven't seen them, please watch Deep's other videos. He has even done videos on auctions, fan engagements of various franchises. I really like that. And talking about Kings 11 Punjab, you said we're not going to talk about Kings Punjab, whatever the name is, Punjab Kings. I really don't like the team or the name, but Kings 11 Punjab is really close to my heart. So starting off with it, Deep, it is the only team that is owned by individuals. Every other team is owned by companies or other houses. It is owned by four people, basically Vardia, Preeti Zinta, and two other guys. So yeah, in 2008, the thing was, I was 9 or 10 at that time, and if you remember, there was a time at that time Dhoom Punjabi, and it was sung by Dilair Mehendi.
Right,
And if you know
right.
90s kid, we have a very special connection with Dilair Mehendi. He has sung songs like हो गई तेरी बल्ले बल्ले and tunak tunak tuna and all that. So I just remember that video in Himachal, Punjab. The ball is traveling all around and he's singing Dhoom Punjabi. And when I saw, and 2006 was the year when I got interested in cricket. I was playing for my school team, so anything related about cricket I was seeing. In 2008, I saw that Mahela Jayawardene, Sangakkara, Yuvraj, Brett Lee, all these guys are playing for one team, and Dhoom Punjabi, and there was a line in it. So I was really intrigued by this team called Kings 11 Punjab at that time. And if I'm not mistaken, they finished third in the first year. So I was like, yeah, this is the team I'm supporting. So I'm I live in Delhi, but I'm Punjabi. So yeah, I really like that mixture.
Right, right. So you have that Punjabi culture connection with the franchise.
Yeah.
So it's really great to see that. So when we talk about Kings 11 Punjab, so in the initial stages, they and Delhi Daredevils, they both had a lot of similarities. So Punjab, they invested a lot in their local star Yuvraj Singh at that time. Delhi at that point in time, they invested in Virendra Sehwag, Gautam Gambhir, their local star at that time. And then they both had some big overseas names, and we can't forget the season of Sean Marsh that he had for Kings 11 Punjab in the very first season. So
Yeah.
what similarities do you see between these two franchises, because now you are following Delhi Capitals, but when it was Delhi Daredevils and Punjab was Kings 11 Punjab, so what similarities do you see, and how what differences do you see the current setting of Delhi Capitals and Punjab Kings?
Yeah. So, brilliant question, Deep. I always saw some sort of similarity. And the thing is, first of all, you see, the teams are up north. North की teams are, and they have a very similar vibe. They have a very aggressive vibe. If you ask someone from down south or east or west कि तुम्हें क्या लगता है दिल्ली के लोग कैसे होते हैं, तो वो बोलते हैं aggressive होते हैं और तू जानता नहीं मेरा बॉब कौन है and all these kinds of things. Punjabi people are also very aggressive, and when I was young, even now, I really liked that. So Delhi and Punjab had this thing. Now, talking about two players, I'll mention Sean Marsh and David Warner. Sean Marsh, I was really intrigued because when I was 13, 14, I searched this thing and I got to know that Sean Marsh hadn't debuted for Australia when he was the orange cap winner in IPL, and that I think is fascinating. पहले year में a guy who hasn't even played for his national side is playing for Punjab, and he backed it brilliantly. Sean Marsh, how do I explain him? He was so elegant to watch. कोई brash shots नहीं मारता था. He wasn't very technical or slow. He was just perfect. And also, I remember in that team there were a lot of players that हमने नाम भी नहीं सुने होंगे. A player like Siddharth Chitnis, Luke Palmer's back was there, which I really liked. There were so many players. Gurkirat Singh Man came on later on, and so on and so forth. But the both teams, as you said, big investments in Yuvraj Singh and Virender Sehwag. I'm a huge Virender Sehwag fan. I have like three posters of him in my room, which is a bit weird. But yeah, so these are the similarities that I saw between the two teams.
Right, right. So, talking about similarities, there is another aspect that actually intrigues me more, and that is the way they have released big names season after season before going into auctions. So let's focus on Kings 11 Punjab. So, as a fan, so how you used to feel when you used to see that, okay, Glenn Maxwell didn't perform, they released him. So similarly, we have seen so many big names. Sam Curran didn't deliver for one season, and they released, and we all can see how big a name he is right now.
I mean, it's actually insulting if we talk about that. Like, I'll talk about first the initial half of Punjab. So they had obviously a lot of huge players. They even had Santa Kumar and Srishant who used to perform well for them at that time, but then they released them after a few years. Yuvraj Singh also wasn't playing very well for Punjab. They sort of stuck around with him, but I think they would have done like a Rohit Sharma or a Virat Kohli with Yuvraj Singh. If they would have done that, I think it would have been a huge commercial market for them. Because as we all know, Yuvraj Singh later on he really matured as a player after the 2011 World Cup, his cancer thing and whatever. So I think they should have stuck with Yuvraj Singh first of all. Then Adam Gilchrist they got for 3 years, so they didn't really drop him. He retired in 2013, so I think that was good. But coming on to the latter half after 2013-14, what we saw was absolute blunder. Murli Vijay was named captain. He isn't captain material. He captained for half the tournament. Then he left. David Miller was named the captain. He isn't captain material. He left. George Bailey. They played George Bailey at number 7. The guy plays for Australia at number 6. So that was really insulting. He was a good captain, but they didn't stick around with him. Glenn Maxwell. Yeah, Glenn Maxwell is someone who's a very big name but didn't perform. Again, dropped him. They dropped Ravi Ashwin, which is again a no-brainer. So even if I just name the players they dropped, they would make another great KXIP left 11. So I think that speaks for itself. So yeah.
Right, right, right. So actually, you nicely summarized the released 11. So now coming on to another aspect of Kings 11 Punjab. So they have this aggressive vibe in their batting lineup. So they have always focused on playing aggressive cricket because that matches with their culture. And similarly, they have always focused on having one aggressive overseas bowler who could bowl above 140, be it Bradley, be it Andrew Ty. So do you think that this is the kind of setup that they need, but they don't have right players to back this kind of thought process?
Uh, Again, a brilliant question, Deep. If you look at over the years, and if you try to name KXIP 11 over all the years, you see a lot of foreign fast bowlers, not a lot of great Indian bowlers. Mohammad Shami only played for 3 to 4 years till now. Santha Kumar and Srishant was good, I guess. Lakshmipati Balaji came in and out, not really consistent though. So yeah, they had Brett Lee, they had Mitchell Johnson, who I really loved, and you would remember during that 13-14 Ashes period, and after that when he had those mustaches, he was brilliant. He just bowled really fast. Andrew Ty, as you mentioned, again a very good player. But yeah, also if you look over the years, they didn't have any good Indian middle order or lower middle order batsmen. That is also a concern. So yeah, and if you try to associate players with Kings 11 Punjab, one player that came into my mind was Piyush Chawla, who we all know is not a very not a very great player. I think he's been hit for more sixes. So those are some areas of concern that Punjab had. But as you said, aggressive batsman की मैं बात करता हूँ. So I'm a big Virender Sehwag fan. As soon as Virender Sehwag came into KXIP, I was like, shut everything. I am going to Punjab. So I actually live in Delhi, but मैं मोहाली दो मैच देखने गया था. And there was a match in Firozshah Kotla where I remember Sehwag was batting against Zahir Khan. Zahir Khan was the captain of Delhi. And we got the passes from a police officer, तो बिल्कुल ऐसा सामने बैठे थे हम हिल बी में. And Zahir Khan bowled the first ball to Sehwag, and Sehwag nicely chipped it for 2 runs. So one of two Sehwag on strike. So we are in Firozshah Kotla right now. I'm wearing the Delhi jersey, but I'm supporting Punjab because I don't want to get beaten up. And everyone is Delhi. So Zahir Khan comes up to bowl the second ball. The stadium is silent. I thought this is the right opportunity. I yell at the top of my voice and I said, "Go Sehwag." The next ball, Zahir Khan bowls a ball. It comes in. Sehwag gets bowled. Everybody stands up, and I'm just sitting there like, "Kya kare?" So I think this anecdote sort of defines what KXIP has been. But then also talking about, sorry, aggressive batting. Manan Vora we had. Manan Vora was exceptional if you remember. Riddhiman Saha. You could have imagined Riddhiman Saha taking on all the bowlers, taking on Sunil Narayan and all the other bowlers. We sent him up the order. Glenn Maxwell, David Miller, Dimitri Mascarenhas was really good for our team. And we have got a number of James Faulkner was in Kings 11 Punjab way long ago. So I think yeah, we have had aggressive players. Chris Gale. Another beautiful thing I think Chris Gill said after being picked up in the auction, he said that Virender Sehwag has just saved the IPL. First, because Chris Gale was, as you remember, was unsold, and then later on he was sold. And in the first match he scored 80 runs, and then in the another match he scored 100 runs. So yeah, that tells you about the mindset of Kings 11 Punjab that they'd invest in a 40-year-old Caribbean player who'll score runs for them. But then again, they'll also drop Ravichandran Ashwin or Brett Lee or all the other great players.
Right, right. So you talked about some good buys that Kings 11 Punjab made over the years, and among these, if you ask any Kings 11 Punjab fan, he will name KL Rahul's buy as the best buy that Kings 11 Punjab ever had. So what are your thoughts on that?
First of all, I was skeptical of KL Rahul because I had seen him in Sunrisers Hyderabad and he had the long hair. But every time I used to see his stats, it was 16 of 24 or 10 of 12, and he used to get some runs. He was really slow. I didn't like him. But when he got into India, and then when KXIV bought him, it was like seeing a completely different player out of his cocoon. He was so silent, but he hit sixes so brilliantly. He just picks up the ball so beautifully. So I think KL Rahul, yeah, you have correctly said it. KL Rahul can be said to be the best buy of KXIP so far. Yeah, agreed, 100%. KL Rahul.
Right, right. So now, if we talk about Kings 11 Punjab, the way they are set up, so previously it used to be mostly Australian Indian kind of a
Yeah,
mix in their setup, but now we see more Caribbean Indian Australian kind of a mix where they have Chris Gayle, Nicholas Puran, Fabian Allen.
yeah.
So what do you think is the reason for this? Do you think that Caribbean players mix well with that Punjabi culture because of that kind of natural aggression that they bring?
Absolutely. I think that was the point, but also I think they got disappointed by the Australian players, is also what I think, because as you said, they invested heavily and deeply into Australian players. They even had Australian coaches for a point of time, and they weren't paying off. And also, I think it started with Chris Gayle and Nicholas Puran played well, which I think no one gave him a chance. Even I didn't expect him to play that well. Fabian Allen was also good, but didn't get a lot of chances. But yeah, you correctly said it's a perfect mixture. West Indies player and Punjab. Yeah, it goes hand in hand.
Right, right. So as you mentioned about coaches, that they used to have a lot of overseas coaches as their head coaches, but now we see a kind of shift in their thinking and a kind of shift in the management where they have invested in Anil Kumble as their head coach, and then they got someone like John T. Rhodes who used to be in Mumbai Indians setup. So what do you think is the role of Anil Kumble and John T. Rhodes if we see the current in the current Punjab setup, because they have been performing really well since Anil Kumble's entry in Kings 11 Punjab.
Yeah, yeah. I think coaches matter a lot in a particular team. Cause if I just take the example of Delhi Capitals, for a period of time they had Saurav Ganguly, Rahul Dravid, Vivian Richard, and Gary Kirsten over a period of 3 to 4 years, and these all are great players. But if you say that there were 4 players in 4 years, that is very that's not good signs for a team. Similarly, with Kings 11 Punjab, they didn't have a settled coach. With Anil Kumble coming in, I'm sure not everyone likes Anil Kumble, and Virat Kohli would agree with that. But the thing is, he's a very aggressive player, and he has certain things in his mind which he has to implement. As we all know, Anil Kumble is really really aggressive, and he may not show it on his face, but I think he plans a lot. Like Anil Kumble, he's a great planner. All the spinners are great thinkers. Coming on to Jaunty Road, I think fielding is very important in IPL, but I think any fielding coach can do the job Jonty Rhodes, I just think that he's a very big player. I think he's just there so that to build the market value up of the team. He was in Mumbai Indians as well. He has gone to a couple of teams. He's even coached a lot of other teams in a lot of other leagues. Jonty Rose, but I think people forget that he was also a very good batsman. He was sort of like a Suresh Raina for the team, but he fields really well. So we think of him as a fielding coach. But I think if they continue to stick with Anil Kumble and the other management staff in the next 2 years with KL Rahul and Kumble, this formation is really good. They should be able to at least come to the final in the next 2 years, and I can safely predict that.
Right, right. And there is another change that we have witnessed since Anil Kumble's arrival, and that is that we have witnessed a lot of quality spinners coming from the Punjab setup. So, be it Akshar Patel, before coming to Delhi Capitals, he was with Punjab, Ashwin, and
Yeah.
then now we see a new crop of youngsters coming from Punjab, Ravichandran, oh sorry, Ravi Bishnoi and Morgan Ashwin. Now they also bought Jalat Saxena this time. So do you think that this spin heavy lineup will win Punjab their first title?
या थोड़ा सा अगर हिस्ट्री में जाए तो दे हैड रमेश पवार एंड पीयूष चावला एज आई सेड अर्लियर दैट पीयूष चावला ने सबसे ज्यादा सिक्सेस खाए हैं बट आल्सो आई थिंक आफ्टर अमित कृष्णा ही वाज द लेग स्पिनर विद द मोस्ट विकेट्स also Ramesh Pawar was really good for Kings and Punjab, but except them they didn't have any impact spinners even in Adam Gilchrist era. They didn't have any good spinners. So yeah, Akshar Patel, when Akshar Patel came into the 13, 14, 12, that period, if you remember, he was really economical. He didn't take up wickets, but he was really economical and he used to bowl in the power play and all that. So from there, I think that shift started. They started believing in Indian players, which is very important. And as you said, Anil Kumble, he himself is a spinner. So KC Kariappa also they had for a brief period of time. Virender Sehwag really liked him when he was the coach of Kings XI Punjab. And Ravi Bishnoi, as we saw in this IPL, we were eagerly waiting for him. But Anil Kumble said that he was prepping him, he was working with him. Ravi Bishnoi didn't do much in this IPL, but we hope he does. And then again, Jalad Saxena, a brilliant domestic player who was very late into the IPL, performed decently in some matches. Jagdish Suchit also they had for a brief period of time. So I think yeah, it's really good to invest in Indian spinners, and I think Indian spinners will pay off. Ashwin, Jadeja, all these players came from IPL. So I think if Kings XI Punjab also do come up with 2, 3 spinners that play for India, then it would be brilliant for them. And Ravi Bishnoi could, yeah, as you said, could help them win the title.
Right, right. And now coming to the social media aspect of Punjab, so they use this hashtag called Sadda Punjab. So in the previous seasons, they used to use this hashtag called Wakara Squad and all these things. Those that are like in their local language. So do you
Yeah,
think that this is the way that they should go forward with like the local culture where they're trying to embed the local culture in their content generation strategy, but
yeah,
if they have this kind of strategy, then do you think that they have right kind of players to back this up? Because now we see, yes, they have a lot of Punjabi players in the squad, but we don't see a lot of them getting chances in the playing 11.
yeah.
Yes, they have Prabhsimran Singh, Mandeep Singh, and but we don't see
But
them featuring a lot in playing 11. Harpreet Brar also.
yeah, so I think, as you said, the squad and all that, Sada Punjab as they use it now. The thing is, हम थोड़ा सा बाकी teams का देखते हैं. Why are they famous for? I think Rajasthan and Sunrisers are the two teams that can be eliminated just a bit because I don't think they are that famous. Let's be honest. Rajasthan Royals and SRH they never had that sort of power that they could pull people. I know Rajasthan Royals fan has a brilliant community. I'm not saying that, but I think in the whole picture, Sunrisers are two teams that are just a bit low there. Talking about KKR got famous because again Kolkata has obviously been a very big state. ईस्ट में वो अपना संभालते हैं एंड शाहरुख खान वाज द फैक्टर फॉर देम. मुंबई इंडियंस वी नो द होल बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री वहां पे मुंबई में है, सो दैट गॉट मुंबई द फेम. Then Chennai Super Kings rules South in some sort of manner that I think that is why, and also they had Dhoni, India's most loved cricketer. That's why they were famous. So Delhi Punjab didn't have anything like that, but because the north is so passionate about cricket. And as you said, जो Punjabi language होती है, that is embedded into the north culture. I believe it is embedded into the Indian culture as well, क्योंकि in Bollywood songs you see a lot of Punjabi words are used. So Punjabi is a language that is very common to all. But Korbo Lorbo Jeeto Re is the only Bengali we know. Isala Kap Namde is the only Kannada we know. But Sada Punjab, I think even a Tamil guy, even a Bengali guy, even a Northeastern guy can understand. So I think that is very universal for them, for Punjab, and I think that can work for them.
Right, right. And how important are local players playing for the franchise? Because previously Yuvraj Singh used to drive the fan following, but right now we don't have that kind of local boy who can drive the fans.
Yuvraj Singh was there. Then Gurkeerat Singh, one of the players that I really liked, but they didn't invest in him. I don't know why. He even played for India, but then didn't play in the IPL. Manan Vora then came into the picture. Manan Vora was brilliant. He played brilliantly. Paul Valsati, no, Paul Valsati was in Punjabi. So in the current mix, Mandeep Singh is a good player, but he doesn't get the chances because the top order is packed. Okay, so Prab Simran Singh did get a chance, but he sort of butchered up the chase because he scored less runs, and then Glenn Maxwell couldn't finish the game. Prab Simran Singh, I think, is an attacking player, but he needs to play more domestic matches, and then he should come into the picture. But I think Punjab this time have done really well because they played with Arshdeep Singh and the spinner. I'm forgetting the name of the guy,
Yeah,
the young left arm
Harpreet
spinner.
Brar.
Harpreet Brar. I'm so sorry, Harpreet Brar. He's a really funny guy. I really like him on social media. So Harpreet Brar, Arshdeep Singh, Mandeep Singh, Prabsimran Singh. In the next 2 to 3 years, I think if four of them play, it would be a huge boost for Punjab. And I think the other teams will get motivated by them also, that we should also bring up our local players, which I don't think, if you see, not a lot of teams do. They only have one or two players, but Punjab have four. Only two can feature in a team, but if they get really good and some slots get empty, then I think all four of them can play.
Right,
Yeah,
right. So I think that will definitely boost Punjab's fan following, especially the local fan following, because Mandeep Singh is also the captain of Punjab
captain.
in the domestic
Yeah,
circuit. So
yeah.
now coming to another aspect, that yes, so far Punjab, they have not won a single title, and similarly Delhi, they have also not won a single title. So why do you think? Uh, what do you think is the reason? And among these two, which franchise do you think will win the title first, and why?
If I'm here talking about Kings 11 Punjab, then I would certainly like to say Kings 11 Punjab, but because I saw a certain shift towards Delhi Capitals, I would practically have to say Delhi Capitals. But वही बात है, दिल की सुनते हैं, क्योंकि नॉर्थ वाले हैं, तो दिल तो अभी भी पंजाब ही कहता है. पंजाब में अभी भी वो बात है. एक आपको एक दाल में ना वो तड़का चाहिए होता है, आपको दाल में स्वाद चाहिए होता है. तो ये पंजाब के लिए मैं अभी भी कहता हूँ कि किंग्स 11 पंजाब बल्ले बल्ले, बाकी सारे थल्ले थल्ले. सो आई थिंक जब ये वाली चीज ठीक हो जाएगी ना, तब इतना आई अश्योर यू, अगर पंजाब जीतता ना, इतना डांस और इतनी पार्टी होगी ना, और किसी टीम के जीतते हुए नहीं होगी है. फिर विसल पोड़ू हो, आमची मुंबई हो, वट एवर इट इज, इतनी पार्टी होगी ना, सब अपना साडा स्वैग और वखरा स्वैग और यही सब करेंगे. साडा पंजाबी होगा फिर हर जगह.
Right, right, right. I think a lot of Punjabi fans are waiting for for the Punjab Kings to win the medal title for them. And
Yeah.
right now, there is another aspect. So previously, if we see Kings 11 Punjab, so they started with an Indian captain, then they moved to overseas captain. In between, they again had an Indian captain, then again they moved to overseas captain, and now they are back with Indian captain strategy. So as a fan, do you think that Indian captains have performed well in IPL, and they should be the face of the franchise, and they can win the they can take the franchise all over the way to win the title? Or do you think that it doesn't matter whether the captain is Indian or overseas?
Yeah, so the thing is, I think it's about investment and how much a player gives. Because I'll tell you the reason. If there is an overseas player, and this was something that was highlighted by my father a lot of years ago. He said that foreign players usually don't play in the tense matches or in the playoffs and all that stuff. It is because they are not emotionally invested, they are only economically or financially invested, and they've got their money. they know their season went well, so playoffs में कैसा भी वो perform करें, they are in the team in the next season also. But the Indian players, they know कि what is the value of a win, and if it is a local player, if it is a local captain, they know the value more, and the Indian players would push them more. So I think the history, there have been, I think in the starting 2 years there were Australian captains that won the league, but then there was Dhoni, Rohit Sharma, Gautam Gambhir. These three guys dominated. One year there was David Warner, 1 or 2 years, but after that these three Indian captains really dominated, and these three Indian captains were there for a long time. So I think KL Rahul, if they persist with him, I'm not even saying after 3 years. In the upcoming two IPL seasons, I think he is going to make Punjab win the title. Also because KL Rahul has to prove something. He's not seen as a captain for India. We have seen he can captain. He's a silent guy, but you don't always need someone to shout at your players. So I think he can support them, KL Rahul, that way. Also, he's a very enigmatic player. He's a very charismatic player. So I think KL Rahul could be the missing link, the missing piece in Kings XI Punjab's puzzle.
Right, right. So you mentioned in the in your previous answers, you mentioned some names. So actually, that intrigued me to ask you this question. So you mentioned about Paul Valthati, Manan Vora, Riddhiman Saha. So all these were not some very well-known names at that point in time. So similarly, now if we see Arshdeep Singh, Harpreet Brar, so they are also they were also not so well known before giving that kind of match-winning performances. So
Yeah.
how important is it for a uncapped Indian player to step up for the franchise and give these kind of performances and receive this kind of recognition? So as a fan, do you want to see these kind of performances from an uncapped Indian player, or do you want to see consistent performances from star overseas players like Chris Gale or Nicholas Pooran?
Yeah, brilliant question, Deep. So I think that whenever I wouldn't say an uncapped player, but even a player who only plays, who doesn't play T20 or ODI India, because there are some players who play Test. I specifically say this for Riddhiman Saha. But if you talk about those players who don't get usually featured in the Indian team, or we don't expect them to play for the Indian team, when they score, we know that कि अगर ये मार रहा है ना, या अगर ये विकेट्स ले रहा है, तो बाकी प्लेयर्स तो विकेट्स ले ही लेंगे. And when a young person plays and a young person really does well, I think it obviously motivates the senior players of the team. Like Mohammad Shami must be thinking, यार अर्शदीप सिंह इतनी अच्छी bowling कर रहा है तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता. So if Arshdeep Singh bowls well in the next match, Mohammad Shami एक और अपना यार्ड लगाएगा, ज्यादा शोल्डर पे जोर मारेगा, तेज bowling करेगा. Similarly, जब कोई Paul Valthati, Manan Vora, Gurkirat Singh, there was Bipul Sharma in the team. Karanveer Singh was a brilliant leg spinner जो इतनी इतनी स्पिन कराता था बॉल. बहुत रन खाता था लेकिन वो इतनी स्पिन कराता था लिटरली बॉल. सो दैट आई रियली लाइक. और सिद्धार्थ चितनी से एक बहुत अच्छा प्लेयर होता था बहुत पहले. शलभ श्रीवास्तव वाज अ ब्रिलियंट पेसर दैट आई रियली लाइक. प्रवीण कुमार, वो तो कैप्ड प्लेयर था वैसे, पर या. सो ऑल दीज इंडियन प्लेयर्स व्हेन दे परफॉर्म ना, एक हम में जुनून आ जाता है. क्योंकि देखो, केएल राहुल, क्रिस गेल, एडम गिलक्रिस्ट, ब्रेट ली, these guys are obviously going to perform. If they don't perform in this match, they'll perform in the next match. But when Siddharth Chitnis और मनन वोरा perform, we get really excited for them. क्योंकि जो आईपीएल का टाइटल है कि यहाँ where talent meets opportunity, संस्कृत में क्या है वो मुझे भी याद नहीं आ रहा, यत्र प्रभा, समथिंग लाइक दैट. तो वही हो रहा है ना. मतलब टैलेंट को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा तो अच्छा लगेगा. अक्षर पटेल जब पंजाब के लिए इंडिया खेलेगा पंजाब से, तो अच्छा लगेगा. सो या आई थिंक ये फीलिंग तो हर फ्रेंचाइज में म्यूचुअल होगी कि अनकैप्ड या जो प्लेयर्स इंडिया में फीचर नहीं होते वो अच्छा करे, तो उससे बढ़िया क्या है.
Right, right. But how important are the capped Indian players for a franchise fan base? Because we see that these capped Indian players, they play uh, even after IPL ends. So we see these capped players playing 365-day cricket, be it KL Rahul, Mayank Agrawal, or others. So how important are these capped Indian players in a franchisee setting?
Yeah, and I don't know how we missed Mayank Agarwal while talking about uncapped players, because if you remember, Mayank Agarwal बहुत पहले पंजाब के लिए खेलता था, and his role was 6 into 12 in 3. I vividly remember watching those matches जहाँ पे मयंक अग्रवाल ने बेहतरीन शॉट मारा है, अपनी पहली बॉल पे 6 मारा, और नेक्स्ट बॉल पे कोई एब्सर्ड शॉट मार के आउट हो गया. तो आई थिंक मयंक अग्रवाल हैज मेच्योर्ड immensely as a player. जो टेस्ट बैट्समैन बने हैं, पहले तो आई कुड इवन इमेजिन हिम सीइंग लाइक दैट. सो या एज यू सेड लोड मैनेजमेंट की बात आ जाती है. दे हैव मोहम्मद शमी जो एक बॉलर है जो इंडिया के लिए सारा खेलते हैं. केएल राहुल, मयंक अग्रवाल बैट्समैन है, उनको इतनी लोड की जरूरत नहीं है. केएल राहुल, मयंक अग्रवाल को चांसेस भी सारे उतने नहीं मिलते हैं. I think it is really essential for them because they are the crowd pullers basically, and Punjab don't have them in their Indian squad is what I think. KL Rahul के fans होंगे. I honestly haven't seen. I honestly haven't seen anyone say कि मैं KL Rahul का fan हूँ. It's generally Kohli, Dhawan, Dhoni, and all those guys. Tendulkar, Sehwag, whatever. So Mayank Agarwal was also a guy I think कि उसके अभी इतनी fan following नहीं हुई है. So you rightly said capped Indian players का या तो हम performance की बात करें, उनकी performance बहुत जरूरी होती है, लेकिन वो crowd pullers भी होते हैं. जैसे दिल्ली के पास भी एक टाइम पे फॉरेनर्स बहुत अच्छे होते थे और इंडियंस इतने खास नहीं होते थे, जिसकी वजह से मेरे को लगता है फैन फॉलोइंग में जो आप कह रहे हो थोड़ी दिक्कत आती है. सो आई थिंक दैट इज एन एरिया फॉर कंसर्न फॉर पंजाब. बट ऑनेस्टली आई डोंट थिंक देम बाइंग एनी प्लेयर्स, क्योंकि उनकी स्ट्रैटेजी ऐसी रही है. राजस्थान की भी स्ट्रैटेजी वैसी रही थी. वो इंडियंस में कैप्ट इंडियन में इतना इन्वेस्ट नहीं करते. कभी कभी सक्सेसफुल होता है, कभी नहीं होता. सो लेट्स सी पंजाब के साथ क्या होता है.
Right, right. So coming to a couple of last questions. So when we see Kings 11 Punjab, so last season they had Chris Gale, they had Glenn Maxwell, these kind of overseas players. So if we see those players in Punjab's squad, we get this kind of vibe that yes, they mix really well with that Punjabi culture with those pagdi, and they try to speak Punjabi as well. So how
Yeah.
important is this kind of connect for an overseas player to play in the Punjab side to pull the local fans?
Yeah, so this what you said, I got really excited in the Dubai season where Glenn Maxwell scored a couple of 90s and all that. और उस season में मेरे को याद है they had given a mix that they were naming the players in Punjabi if you remember. So it was Glenn Preet Singh and David whatever Miller, and मतलब पंजाबी names बना दिए थे stars के, and it was कितना इतना perfect बैठ रहा था पंजाब के mixture में, क्योंकि every aggressive player इंडिया में aggressive is पंजाबी और बाहर aggressive is either Australian, सॉर्ट ऑफ साउथ अफ्रीकन एंड करेबियन, और यही प्लेयर्स आते थे किंग्स इलेवन पंजाब की टीम में. सो इट वाज रियली गुड टू सी दैट. और हमें भी फैंस को भी ऐसा लगता था कि ये तो 220 है, खत्म कर देंगे. पर वही है कि अगर अच्छी पिच पे 120 बनाना था तो वो नहीं बना पाते थे कई बार. तो वही एक प्रॉब्लम थी, लेकिन एग्रेसिवनेस में तो आई डोंट थिंक कोई भी कमी रही है सारे सालों में.
Right, right. And if now as a fan, if you have to pick uh, uh, the core of Punjab, so I guess it's easy right now to pick what is the core of Punjab. But if we go back 3 4 years, if we go 3 4 years back, so I think it was kind of difficult to pick the core of Punjab because they used to release hell lot of players. So sometimes maybe they released almost the whole squad. So do you think that this change is a kind of positive change, and it is taking Punjab in the right direction? They are inching towards that title.
Yeah, so as you releasing wala you said, I also remembered they had bought Hashim Amla for a season, and he even scored a 99 against CSK. They dropped Hashim Amla after playing him for a season, which I think is awful. Hashim Amla is a world class player. उसको तुम एक सीजन बाद कैसे ड्रॉप कर सकते हो? So yeah, as you said, वो कभी कभी पूरी टीम ही ड्रॉप करते थे. एक बार मेरे को याद है, they had retained मेगा ऑक्शन में, they had only retained Sean Marsh and Manan Vora. which is really strange to me. Sean Marsh ने जब retain करा था, he was past his prime as a T20 player, और मनन वोरा was coming up the ranks, और हमें उस टाइम लगता था कि केएल राहुल टाइप बन जाएगा. प्लेयर नहीं बना, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट स्टोरी. बट सो या उनकी रिजर्वेशन स्ट्रैटेजी काफी खराब रही है. सो अभी आई वुडंट ट्राई टू कमेंट एनीथिंग, कि अभी भी मयंक अग्रवाल केएल राहुल को 2-3 साल ही हुए हैं, उन्हें ज्यादा साल नहीं हुए. तो if they drop them next year, I think they'll lose a lot of fans, and I don't think they'll do it. But yeah, as you said, agar right now if we try to name their core, I even would struggle right now, cause Shahrukh Khan, Deepak Hooda, ये सब middle order में खेलते हैं. एक सीजन ही खेला है इनके लिए, and Deepak Hooda's IPL track record has been up and down. Shahrukh Khan भी वही है, he performed in some matches, didn't perform in others. They have Sarfaraz Khan, they don't play him. I don't know why. Sarfaraz Khan is also a very underrated player. Chris Gale is past his prime. So KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, Mohammad Shami are the only three Indian players that I think they can even continue with next season, after the, because next season are mega auctions. The auctions will be really important for a team. So if I need to play a maximum of 5 players, I would probably go with KL Rahul and Mohammad Shami and maybe a Mayank Agarwal in an RTM, and only 2 players, 2 to 3 players for certainty. I think these are worrying signs for any team.
Right, right. So now probably the last question. So so I think a part of answer you mentioned in where when you talked about who drives fan following for various franchises, and you mentioned that Shah Rukh Khan is a major factor why KKR has their fan following. But similarly, there is another prominent face from Bollywood, and that is Preeti Zinta. So how important is Preeti Zinta in Kings 11 Punjab setup, because we see that she is also a prominent figure and she also drives a lot of fans.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a brilliant actress, Koi Mil Gaya, as when we were kids, was a favorite movie, undoubtedly. And Preeti Zinta has starred in a lot of those favorite movies of us. But I think, I honestly think उसकी fan following प्रीति जिंटा की काफी कम है. If it was a Deepika Padukone at a current time, it would be more. But then also talking about owners, I think Preeti Zinta has been one of the most excited owners for a team. ऐसा कि हमने काफी सालों से देखा है. She gets really excited when a team performs and gets demotivated when the team doesn't perform. She has openly declared her, safe love. I would say love for the captains. When when she heard David Miller was the captain, she got really excited. Murli Vijay, she got really excited. She had a great camaraderie with Yuvraj Singh, and I think she really likes KL Rahul as well. So I think Preeti Zinta is the most excited and the most invested, emotionally invested owner through the history of the IPL. And एक award प्रीति जिंटा को उसका तो देना चाहिए, the most excited or the most emotionally invested owner. But yeah, I think if she persists with them more, it will become a legacy. क्योंकि इतने साल और इतना एक्साइटेड शाहरुख खान के के मैचेस में इतना नहीं आता जितना प्रीति जिंटा पूरा टाइम फॉलो करती है. या
Right. So before we end, two interesting questions. So first one, so so we have seen a lot of franchises that they have gone for uh, a player who actually played for them in the previous seasons, and they gave him a kind of post in their management. So be it Stephen Fleming, he played for CSK and then he came into coaching setup. So so similarly, if I have to ask you that which one former Kings 11 Punjab player you would like to see in their coaching setup, then who would that be?
I think one guy is the coach of Mumbai, the other one is the coach of Rajasthan Royals, and so I think अगर हम वहां से चोरी कर ले, Mumbai is not going to leave Mahila Jayawardene, but I think Mahila Jayawardene, if you're listening to this, please come back to Kings 11 Punjab. I hope Mahila Jayawardene is listening to this, then you'll have a lot of viewers. So Yuvraj Singh, I don't think Yuvraj Singh is a brilliant player, but not all brilliant players are good coaches. Virender Sehwag was the mentor for them after leaving, but then he left. I don't know why he left. पैसा नहीं मिल रहा होगा. If in Sehwag clear terms, उसको पैसा नहीं मिल रहा होगा तो वो चला गया होगा. But yeah, as you said, Kumar Sangakkara or Mahila Jayawardene, only these two. I don't not Adam Gilchrist is also not a very good coach. He hasn't coached anyone. So if कुछ करके अगर ये दोनों प्लेयर वापस आ जाते हैं तो उसके लिए एक चीज कहूंगा मैं, चक दे फड्डे नब्बे गिल्ली, जीतेगा किंग्स इलेवन पंजाब, बाकी सारे बन जाएंगे बिल्ली. अगर ये दोनों आ जाते हैं तो पंजाब के साथ ये हो सकता है.
Right. And then the last question, that they have tried so many overseas players over these so many seasons. So, but if you have to pick four in your all-time KXIP 11, then who would those four be?
I think Glenn Maxwell for sure, because they have persisted with them for a long time. Sean Marsh, I think, is still the highest foreigner overseas run scorer for Punjab. So Sean Marsh and Glenn Maxwell, I'll have them. Then I'll have to go with a bowler. So the top toss up is between Mitchell Johnson or Brett Lee. Brett Lee played for them, but then he switched to KKR in 2011 and didn't do very well. So I'll go with Mitchell Johnson. So I have Mitchell Johnson, Maxwell, and Marsh. So three Australians. For the fourth guy, if we looked at their overall record, can you suggest me something? I have some names in my mind, but
Yeah, so I think so some options are, so I think Jayawardene Sangakkara are few, right? And then the last question, that they have tried so many overseas players over these so many seasons. So, but if you have to pick four in your all-time KXIP 11, then who would those four be?
I think Glenn Maxwell for sure because they have persisted with them for a long time. Sean Marsh, I think, is still the highest foreigner overseas run scorer for Punjab. So Sean Marsh and Glenn Maxwell, I'll have them. Then I'll have to go with a bowler. So the top toss up is between Mitchell Johnson or Brett Lee. Brett Lee played for them, but then he switched to KKR in 2011 and didn't do very well. So I'll go with Mitchell Johnson. So I have Mitchell Johnson, Maxwell, and Marsh. So three Australians for the fourth guy, if we looked at their overall record, can you suggest me something? I have some names in my mind, but
Yeah, so I think so some options are so I think Jayawardene Sangakkara are few options, then Chris Gale, Nicholas Pooran are few, then Bailey Miller are few. So
yeah, yeah, but I forgot. I'd go with Adam Gilchrist because he was a good captain for them, and obviously Adam Gilchrist is a legendary player. So yeah, Sean Marsh, Sean Marsh, Gilchrist, and Mitchell Johnson. So four
all
Australians. That
Australians.
tells you a lot about Kings and Punjab. Yeah.
Yes, yes, you have perfectly summarized. So now the last, if you have to summarize that, what motivated you to follow Kings 11 Punjab in couple of lines? So what makes Kings 11 Punjab unique apart from that cultural connect that you have?
Yeah, yeah. So, what made me stick to Kings 11 Punjab was Dhoom Punjabi, Punjabi Go Punjabi, Kings 11. So, those lines, they got stuck in my head, and I think they sort of shaped my career for a few years. Then, looking at their team. So, first of all, I wouldn't lie, I liked their theme song. It was very catchy, and I think वो team के बारे में बहुत कुछ बता गया. To summarize my journey or whatever I think about Kings 11 Punjab is that they have been a very good team. I think they haven't been lucky. Or also, I think teams like Chennai Super Kings, I don't know, but these teams were really strong for Kings 11 Punjab. But Kings 11 Punjab is a team that you can't hate, you can't miss. There are teams that you can ignore. I won't name them again because it's not nice to do so. But Kings 11 Punjab is a team that is always there on your face. और अगर आप Kings 11 Punjab से हार भी जाते हो ना, आपको है कि बढ़िया टीम से हारे हैं. Kings 11 Punjab हमेशा आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज इट अबाउट देम. उनका नाम इतना अच्छा है, किंग्स 11. एक तो वो 11 लिखते थे एज अ चाइल्ड. आई ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू राइट 11 रोमन न्यूमरल्स में, नहीं नॉर्मल 1-1 लिखता था मैं. तो ये सारी चीजें. और युवराज सिंह था उनके पास, ब्रेटली था स्टार्टिंग में, तो वही स्टार्टिंग से लव अफेयर. फिर एडम गिलक्रिस्ट आया और स्ट्रेंथन हुआ. वीरेंद्र सहवाग गया, अक्षर पटेल ने इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म किया. सो आई थिंक सॉरी किंग्स 11 पंजाब दे जस्ट नीड समथिंग. वो एक उन्हें बस हे स्टैक में से एक नीडल उन्हें मिल जाए, उन्हें अपना एक पीस मिल जाए, वो स्टिक करें. जैसे अब दिल्ली ने स्टार्ट करा वो अपनी टीम के साथ स्टिक करें, तो आई थिंक वो दिल्ली दूर नहीं, या उनके लिए चंडीगढ़ दूर नहीं.
Right, 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 right. So can't wait for IPL to go back to home
Yeah,
stadiums, and then we will see these Punjabi players playing in Mohali and hitting huge sixes.
चक दे फट्टे.
Chak de Fate. Cool, cool. It was really nice talking to you, and I think we discussed a lot of interesting aspects about Kings 11 Punjab, their local Punjabi culture, the connect, the Australian and Caribbean connect of the franchise, and then how players invest a lot in connecting with the local fans and speaking Punjabi. So I think there are
Yeah.
very interesting aspects that we discussed.
Yeah, I think it was really really fun to have this chat, and I think I hope Deep, I have converted you to a Kings 11 Punjab fan now, and I hope you'll support them in the next season. But I think, yeah, Kings 11 Punjab all the way. Kings 11 Punjab जीतेगा. Lassi chole bhature Kings 11 Punjab, this combination can never go wrong.
Nice, nice, nice.